Welcome from beautiful Big Bear, California. Check out the scenery, the mountains, and incredible blue skies. Today I want to do a review on precision LED vehicle interior lights, specifically for a 2016 Wrangler Rubicon. But Precision also sells LED lights for a lot of different kinds of vehicles. I bought my kit from Precision, and it was fulfilled by Amazon. And the kit included three plastic tools to help remove the covers from the cargo light and the map light. And also it included the map lights. That's two lights for the map lights, one light for what's called the cargo light, which is part of attached to the roll bar, and then some license plate lights. And I paid about $33 and some change for the entire kit. And when I got it, I installed them, everything except the license plate lights, because that came with the kit, but I really wasn't that interested in putting them in. But I put in the map lights and I put in the cargo lights. And the white light that came from these lights was really good, much better than what the factory lights were. So I actually did like the way it lit up the cabin of the Jeep, or the passenger compartment of the Jeep. But unfortunately, it didn't last long. After about 3 or 4 days, the map lights, which are the lights between the driver and the passenger, they quit working, and they both quit working. There's two lights there, one that can be activated for the passenger and the other one for the driver. So because they both went out at the same time, I kind of assumed that it must have been a fuse. And I actually started looking online to find out which fuse it was. But before I did that, I decided I would go ahead and take the cover off and check out the lights. And when I started taking the cover off, I could hear a rattling. And when I pulled the cover off, there was one yellow LED that was loose on the cover. Then I went to try to remove that bulb, and it completely fell apart. So then I had to kind of pry out the rest of it that was pushed into the socket. Then I looked at the other bulb on the other side, and that bulb was deformed. It looked like it had got hot and melted or something. It was no longer straight, the LED portion of it. So really bizarre. Now the light on the cabin, the other interior light, that one continued to work, but it's a different kind of bulb. It's kind of a tubular bulb. And I haven't had a problem with that one. It continues to work. And like I said, I never installed the LED lights for the license plate. I didn't plan on doing a review until this happened, so I decided I would do one. So I don't still have the box, but I have everything that came with the kit. And let's go inside the Jeep and I'll show you that. All right, so this is what came in the kit. These are the three plastic tools that I described to you that you use to take the covers off the map light and the cargo light. These are the three packages that came with the kit. The first one is the map lights. The second one is the license plate lights, and the last one is the dome lights. There's nothing in the dome light because I still have the light inside the cargo light, and I never install the license plate lights, and then I'll open up the map lights for you and show that to you. If you can see it on here on the package, they have a number that they call live support. And I called that number, and it wasn't live support. It was a recording. And the person on the recording suggested that you email them regarding whatever issue that you were calling about. Or you could leave a message. And I left a message and explained that one or two of the bulbs had fallen apart, and that I wanted to talk to somebody in tech support to kind of get a better idea of what happened. I told them, I could return it through Amazon. That wasn't a problem. I wasn't concerned about the return, but I just wanted to talk to somebody about it. And now that's been about 2 weeks later, and I haven't heard anything. This is what they call the map light. And there's two different lights that are activated on each side. They're not turning off because the door is open. Now, some people online think of the light that is under this rearview mirror as the map light. I don't know what's what in terms of technically what they're supposed to be called, but I do know, according to Precision's video online on their on their website, they're calling this light here, these two lights here, their map lights. And they actually do have a pretty good video on their website, and actually it was linked on the Amazon page too. When I ordered it, it was pretty professionally done. And they describe these lights as canvas lights, and apparently they need to be canvas according to their website and other reviews that I've looked at on other sites, because sometimes these fluorescent lights in this particular model, Jeep at least, will flicker if it's not a canvas light. I don't know any more than that about it, but the lights never flickered. I mean, they worked, but they worked for 3 or 4 days. The lights that are in there right now, and the map lights, are the factory bulbs I put back in after the precision LED lights failed. And back here is what they call the cargo light, and it was easy enough to install, and I like the light. You can tell the difference between, it's a much wider light than the factory light. It's kind of a more yellow light. And I did use the tool that they provided to get the cover off, but I will be taking this one out because I'm going to return the whole kit to Amazon. I'm going to take the bulbs out. So I've taken the bulbs out of the map lights baggie, and the ones that you see on the top, see the little yellow square? That was one of the squares that was inside the cover when I took the map light cover off. And then on the top right is the rest, top right and top left is the rest of that light bulb. And when I tried to pull it out, the left portion became disconnected with the right portion, and then it took a little bit of effort to get the right part out of the socket. Then down on the bottom is the other bulb that stayed intact, but it was bent like this before I ever tried to pull it out. So really strange. I will say that, before I bought these lights on Amazon, I looked at the reviews like I always do. There wasn't a lot of reviews. There were under 100. I mean, I much prefer to have, 1,000 plus reviews, so you really get a better sample size of what people think about the product. And I had seen one person who described the bulbs as falling apart, and he included a picture of it. I think I just kind of disregarded it. It didn't make a lot of sense to me, like how it would just fall apart. You could see one burning out or flickering or something like that, but just falling apart didn't seem like something that would actually happen. Then after it happened to me, I went back online at Amazon and I clicked on everybody that gave the precision LED lights a 1 in their review, and then I found a number of them that said that the lights had fallen apart. Well, obviously the verdict on these precision LED interior lights is not good. Only had them a couple of days and the map lights failed. So I wouldn't recommend buying them. I'm going to send these back to Amazon and I won't order new ones. Not only did they fail, but when you called the company and left them a message about them failing, they didn't return your phone call. So I'll keep an eye out for other LED lights, and if I find some good ones, I'll do another post. But thank you for joining me up here in beautiful Big Bear. It's a great place to be today. It is absolutely gorgeous. So thank you again, and please subscribe and click on the alert button so you'll get notice when new episodes come out. And we'll see you again soon. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.